defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up.
Showtime, baby.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
It's a gain of
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Carlson now to kick this one away.
On On the return, it's Simba Webster.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up.
By the Raiders.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Successful.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
On the return comes Webster.
Now a hit and a loose football. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On first down, it's gone. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, here's Gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again is Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55.
2nd and 7. At the Raiders'
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football.
If you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys continue to pour it on.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats...
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Raiders.
And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
They go play fake. Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
7-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Jackson. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense is running away with this one. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Short kick. One of the up middle taken now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 38-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? But the never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again at Super Bowl 54. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. He's going to keep it again. And now spinning away. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good for a Las Vegas.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Oh, what a move. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And Mahomes going to run again.
A spin, breaks a tackle, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Henderson will try and run for the first. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there, second down. And that is incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Jacobs incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it is now.
It might have started that way now.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there at second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Gain of 10.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And that is incomplete. That close on third down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Vegas.
On first down, Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got... And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Travis Kelce, 29 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Now that'll be caught by Cup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
I guess when you're out, you're out. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
On the return comes Webster. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory, as they have been outplayed tonight. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Super Bowl 55 hitting the home stretch. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Mahomes is going to run it on the option. But he breaks through another tackle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Las Vegas.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Rams, 26.
And his pass incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, let's get that.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods. 54 yards. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this carries into the end zone. He spins free. And now running right through him. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today?
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.